Like, greetings, children of the Most High Universe. So now, let me explain how shit works for me around me. All right. So, those who want to be trying to be in control of shit. Okay, the puppet masters in particular. Imagine trying to puppet master the universe, the entire fucking universe. That's why you're under judgment. Makes sense? And you're made from the entire universe, which is why y'all under judgment, and you can't escape the judgment. So this is why that circle that tried to reverse the judgment is not working because you're made from these body, you're made from my body parts, you're made from these heavens. So you're at war with these heavens, and you're at war with yourself. So now here's how it works, right? I got this little. It's not even little. I'm just gonna tell you this big deal. It's this big deal, right? Person I love dearly, no bullshit. Asks why wouldn't I die? And damn near died for that question. Another person said, "Well, we didn't want nothing to happen to her. They wanted it to happen to me, but I am her, and I'm the other person too. I'm all of y'all in one person. So imagine one person insulting you, like, oh fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Okay, it's not going. It might hurt your feelings. It might not. It might just roll off your back. But then here I come. I'm like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. You like, damn. I don't even know this nigga and that shit hurt. Or I know this nigga and that shit hurt. Either way it go, it coming from my mouth, hence Jesus speaking with a double-edged sword. His tongue being the sword. So now with that being said, what I say is more impactful than the average person. Because I'm speaking for all things in existence that was created through the universe, by the universe. Even though the people in the universe, when they say fuck the universe, meaning me, well, that makes no difference because ultimately the universe, meaning God, wins. So now with that being said, why y'all worried about celebrating a damn birthday, but then like fuck the birth of existence, which is actually me, like I don't exist. That's y'all weird. And then y'all go do shit behind my back secretly and celebrate my whole shit secretly, like y'all all me, which y'all are, but y'all not the whole me. Y'all only parts of me. I'm the whole y'all. Which again leads me back to why when I say something, it scars more than the average person. Because I'm not the average person. I'm everything in existence in one person. So now, with that being said, that's how that shit works. So now, back to why she died for questioning why wouldn't I die? Because she was literally talking to herself, her higher self. So, if you're standing in the room by yourself and you say to yourself, why won't you die? To yourself. That means you're trying to kill yourself. That's obvious. And you wonder why you can't succeed in committing suicide. That's obvious. That's obvious. So now, normally, you just walk the fuck away. Like, fuck it, oh well, I can't die. Alright. And there are people out here who try and commit suicide who can't die. There are people out here who try and murder people and who get murdered who won't die. Let's just put it that way. God is just mysterious in his ways and the way he works miracles. Let's just put it that way, right? So now with that being said, you can't stand in the same vicinity with me and question why won't I die? Because you'll be talking to yourself questioning why won't you die? So what'll happen is you'll die. Like, oh, you want to die? Be my guest. And your body will break down on you, some shit like that. Or some kind of fucked up, you present some kind of fucked up ass scenario or incident that will entail your demise. And I'm just keeping this shit 100 with y'all. That's how this shit works. So, no human being has that ability over another human being. In other words, two humans, my neighbors, can stand up and look at each other face to face and be like, why won't you die? Why won't you die? Why won't you die? And neither one of them will die. You put me in that motherfucking position with my neighbors, and they question why won't I die, and I'm there, they'll start dying. Even if they don't know they're dying, they'll start dying. And then something fucked up will happen that'll kill one of them. I mean, I'm not being funny. I'm just using any of my neighbors anywhere for example. And not being funny or nothing, this has probably happened to a few of my neighbors, for example, and I just wasn't aware that the motherfuckers were wishing death on me and shit. Being honest with you. Because why? I'm pure love. But see, the problem is, people like placing themselves around me and doing shit with everybody else that you should be doing with me. But You find a preference or a way to want to do it with them because they manipulate you into doing it with them in my energy. So in other words, if you wasn't even if these people were not even in my energy, and my energy is everywhere, but it's more concentrated here because of where I'm at, obviously. So in other words, if these motherfuckers wasn't in my energy, meaning my divinity, meaning my ethers, y'all wouldn't like these motherfuckers, love these motherfuckers, even find them attractive and be attracted to them the way y'all are. And if y'all slept with them, the only reason the sex is good is because they're in my energy. They're in my energetic field. But my energetic field permeates throughout the fucking universe. And y'all all have access to it. So that just means that these people deplete their own access to the energetic field. So they have to be around me in my field to feed off of my field. So it just merely coats them, pretty much. And y'all be attracted to them because of they're coded in my divinity. But they're not divine. They're just coded in my divinity. Meanwhile, y'all give me the bullshit. Look at me with all the hate. Like I'm the bad person when I can't do no wrong. So in actuality, what it is you motherfuckers have a guilty conscience and feel some kind of way because y'all doing the shit y'all doing with these other motherfuckers behind my back and not with me. And you're uncomfortable with yourselves for doing it. Not me. You just project yourselves and your attitudes and shit towards me because of the shit you're doing that you're actually not comfortable with doing. Especially since you're not doing it with me. You're doing it with knockoff means. That's pretty much the gist of it. So now with that being said, that's why this shit comes to an end. Because ain't no way in the world a person comes into this world and is raised to be an individual and complete the process to go carry out the process to be raised to have more individuals for motherfucking the buck to stop here. Which it did, and it does, because Alpha and Omega, the buck stops here. But then for the motherfucker reverse, the process to reverse, like what come out ain't yours, is what go in that's yours. No, that shit don't work that way. And that's not the Alpha and Omega. I am. So what this means is what comes to an end is motherfuckers skinwalking me and using me for shit. Like I don't exist. But I do. And then you celebrate me on top of it. That shit coming to an end. Motherfuckers acting like you own the name Ronald Dwayne Shelton when you didn't even own your own government name until I got here, had no say-so in your own fucking name, who the fuck named you, how they named you, why they named you, but then all of a sudden you got to say-so over my name. You got to say-so over my social security number. You got to say-so over my identity. You're not the reason why there's 9 digits in the social security number. I am. Y'all niggas not responsible for the birth of existence. The birth of existence is responsible for your bitch ass. And not really responsible, but the reason why you exist. So, again, if you don't own your government and your social, then who the fuck are you to be worried about somebody else's government and somebody else's social that you don't own? That you're given individually, which is why you grow up to become an adult. So now, I incarnated an adult. Ain't no all of a sudden I'm a child, and even if I was, don't none of you motherfuckers own my identity? Your parents don't own your identity. You can be emancipated and shit like that. So now all of a sudden that shit go out the window when it comes to one person. So you telling me all of a sudden 2 people on this planet own one person identity and can give it to who the fuck they want to. That don't even make sense. Y'all sound stupid as fuck. You mean to tell me there's this mysterious area that no one knows about, which is 13. Niggas don't even know why it's no 13th floor, but all of a sudden you motherfuckers got answers, clues, and opinions on what the fuck 13 is. And what's supposed to go there. Nigga, clearly it's the center of the universe. Clearly it's the Big Bang. Clearly it's where all you motherfuckers came from. Clearly. That's what 13 is. And clearly a person incarnated from there that owns that shit up there and down here. Clearly. There's no argument over this shit. So now, if you have no say-so over your identity and who the fuck your parents named you as, and they didn't have no say-so over their fucking names,